Great Odin's Raven!
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go.
Hello and welcome to the FilmPulse.net podcast, episode number 50. My name is Adam. Today I'm joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing alright.
This week, since we don't have a feature review, I think we're just going to go over maybe some news bits that we want to talk about. We're also going to be doing our Oscar predictions. We also are going to be highlighting our Kickstart Sunday project, and we'll be making our weekly movie predictions and going over this week's DVD and Blu Ray releases. First, let's kick things off with some of what we've been watching. Kevin, we'll start it off with you this week. What have you been watching?
Oh, I started something. Watching the Star Wars movies.
This is a big deal because those of you out there, I know that you're going to have a hard time believing this, but Kevin has never seen a Star Wars movie up until now.
Never seen them. And this sort of came about with talking with people at work. Most of the time we talk about movies, and also you. Just the astonishment that comes from people when I state that fact. And this year I decided to change that. Decided I'm going to watch these damn Star Wars movies.
Now, which have you gotten through the whole original trilogy, or you're just
not yet?
You still need to watch Jedi.
Yeah, I still got to watch Jedi. I didn't completely understand the undertaking that this was, because I announced that I was going to watch Star Wars, and then it was automatically met with, which ones are you going to watch? I didn't know about all these different versions, and I find it very annoying, because I just want to watch the original fucking film. That's all I want.
It's hard to do that nowadays.
None of this bullshit. I guess they added CGI and stuff. I was told that they actually put in newer characters.
Oh yeah, they add.
That's why
they add, and some of them they add existing characters to the original ones. I think, and I could be wrong about this, and I'm sure any fanboys, if I'm incorrect, they'll let me know. But I think with the new on the Blu-rays, they added Hayden Christensen in one of the original.
That's what I was gonna say. The one guy at work told me that, and I was just like, "Are you kidding?
Yeah,
that can't be true." But apparently they did that shit. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, so you definitely want to try to see the original theatrical ones. As long as there's no CG, I think you're good to go.
I think I've done a pretty good job with the first two. I think I'm watching the originals. Now, real quick, the first one, A New Hope, it's pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing that was slightly disappointing, which is understandable, but a lot of it took place in space and inside the actual spacecrafts, which makes sense because they probably didn't have that much money, that much of a budget for this film. But I wanted more of all the creatures and the different landscapes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Skywalker is the most annoying piece of shit. Just all he does is whine. And I would have just killed him right off the bat if I was Han Solo. Because you don't need him in the first movie. But I digress. And then in the second one, C-3PO took over for Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker wasn't as whiny in the second one as 3PO. Good lord, he annoyed the shit out of me in the second one. But I have to say, for Empire Strikes Back, they gave me everything that I wanted more of from the first one. So the second one turns out for me to be a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Because it was awesome.
Well, I'm glad to see that it was a 10 out of 10 for you. Because that one's my favorite one. That one's always been my top Star Wars. I think most people agree that Empire's the best. I think A New Hope is, well, I don't know. I don't know where I stand at this point. It's been a while since I rewatched them, but when I was a kid, I loved Return of the Jedi. That was my absolute favorite when I was a kid, because in Return of the Jedi, you have a lot more creatures. You have like
awesome.
You have like more Jabba the Hutt and more Boba Fett too, which everybody loves Boba Fett.
I'm excited then.
Just make sure you stop after Jedi and
No, yeah,
don't get tempted by the prequels.
No, that's what they asked me like right off the bat. They were like, "Are you gonna watch all 6?" And I was like, "No, the other 3 to me don't exist."
Oh, see, that's where you're lucky, because I was a Star Wars fan before the prequels. So when Phantom Menace came out, I was all excited for it, and Ryan and I went to go see it, and we're just like, "Ugh, are you kidding?" So, like, my memories have already been ruined. But for you, I envy you.
Yeah, I get to just act like they don't exist at all.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Damn right. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to see Return of the Jedi.
I think you'll like... I still think that Empire's the best, but I think you'll like Return of the Jedi.
I'm still excited because when I said, when it was coming up on the second one, Empire, I had a bunch of people telling me that that was the best one. And then I also had a bunch of people telling me that Return of the Jedi is the best one. So I really liked Empire. So it sounds like I'm going to like Return of the Jedi too.
I think you will. Yeah, I think you will.
I think I've watched the weakest one already, which is A New Hope.
I'm sure that there'd be a lot of people that would argue that, but I find A New Hope to be the weakest, mostly because George Lucas directed it. He didn't direct the second two.
George Lucas.
I like George. I like George Lucas, but I just think he's backwards about some things.
Yeah. Then I watched Ali, Fear Eats the Soul, which is a movie from the 70s from Rainer Werner Fassbinder, German film about an unlikely relationship between an old woman who's, I think, like in her 60s or 70s, and she falls in love with probably mid-30s immigrant worker named Ali. And this is sort of based on Douglas Sirk's All That Heaven Allows, but Fassbinder puts his twist on it. Really good movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing that I didn't like about it is Ali, the guy that plays him, El Hidi Ben Salim, I don't know if they did this on purpose or if he was just, I think he's like a non-professional actor. So it could just be that he's not that great of an actor, but he's very rigid. It's almost like when we talked about the Bresson movie Pickpocket, how they did the acting in that. It was almost as if they were doing that. It was slightly better than Pickpocket because Pickpocket was fucking awful.
Yeah,
but it was a little rough at times because he's like an android. He's not like a real person. It's weird.
Yeah, I hate that.
But I don't know if also they were doing it because they make allusions, because it deals a lot with racism and classism, and they are talking about how Arabs aren't considered humans in Germany at that time. So I don't know if it was also that part that they were trying to communicate through his, the way he acted. If they were trying to make him less human. But definitely a good movie. In the 70s in Germany, apparently everyone was a piece of shit. Because everyone in this movie is an asshole.
Oh, nice.
Besides the couple. Pretty much everyone is a complete piece of shit. So, there you go. Check that one out. Then I watched Videodrome.
One of my favorites.
This movie was batshit insane.
Yeah, now you need to see Naked Lunch.
Naked Lunch, I do want to see. I hated the book, but I'm interested to see what Cronenberg does with it. But goddamn, William S. Burroughs sucks.
Well, Videodrome is always going to be my top Cronenberg, I think, but, well, one of my top.
Yeah, this was just great. And it's just completely surprising that it's still extremely relevant.
Oh yeah,
It's almost more relevant now than it was in the 80s.
yeah. I think it is more relevant now. I just got it on Blu-ray not long ago and watched it.
Yeah, and by the way, that does look amazing. What Criterion did with it.
Oh yeah,
It looks so
awesome.
good. And I have to say that James was amazing in this film. He was awesome. And I thoroughly enjoyed Peter Dvorsky, who played Harlan, the pirate.
Yeah.
I thought he was awesome. I don't really understand why Deborah Harry gets recognition for this movie, because I didn't think she really did anything.
I didn't dislike her. I didn't think she did.
Yeah, I mean,
a great
I didn't
job.
dislike it either.
I don't know, maybe like during this time, this was like one of her first acting things, and I'm sure she was much more famous back then, so it was probably a bigger deal.
Yeah. So fucking great. Loved it. And then we got some screeners. Got our screeners.
We did get our screeners.
So I watched 2 of those. I watched Ursula Meyer's Sister, which is nominated for the Independent Spirit Award for Best Foreign Film. And I saw 4, which was it's nominated for Best Male Lead, Wendell Pierce of The Wire and Treme. This is, I guess, based on a play by Christopher Shin. This is the first feature from Joshua Sanchez. And I have to say that it's extremely well made. I mean, it's not an amazing film, but for a first feature, he pretty much nails everything.
Yeah, I haven't.
And-
I'm gonna be watching this. He plays a gay man, right?
Yes, a closeted gay man. He has a wife and a daughter at home. It's him. It's essentially 2 stories, 4 characters, and all 4 characters do a great job with their roles. And I think that Wendell Pierce does a good job, but I think the girl that plays his daughter, Aja Naomi King, was really the standout in this film. I think she should have gotten nominated instead. But it's Wendell Pierce, his character. It's on the 4th of July, and he meets up with a young kid that he met on the internet for like their date. And then the other story is his daughter goes out with like a guy from school or whatever on their date. And it's sort of what happens between all 4 of those characters. I guess mostly about like sexuality. They touch a little bit on AIDS. It's a pretty good film. I'm definitely going to be watching out for Joshua Sanchez.
I'll be watching that this week.
And then I watched Sister, Ursula Meyer's second film. It was okay. It feels like I've seen this movie before. The kid is wiser beyond his years. 12-year-old master thief. I mean, it has great cinematography because it takes place in like a Swiss skiing resort. And the performance from the 12-year-old thief, Casey Modick Klein, he's awesome in this movie. But, I mean, I would recommend it, but I don't think anyone's going to be blown away by it.
Also to note, Gillian Anderson.
Yes, Gillian Anderson is in this movie, which is bizarre.
Does she speak? Does she speak English or does she speak Swedish?
She speaks it's English and French. She speaks a little French. She's essentially like a vacationer.
Oh, okay.
She meets the 12-year-old thief at the ski resort.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was like, "What? What is she doing in this movie?"
Yeah, it's slightly bizarre. And Martin Compston's in it too, which you might remember him from The Disappearance of Alice Creed.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot.
Yeah, he's in it.
I forgot about that movie in general.
Yeah, he's in it. He plays like a cook at the ski resort.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a good film. I recommend it, but it's not. I don't think it's going to blow you away. Like I said, the main standout here is the Casey Modick Klein, his performance. But I found it interesting that there's so many of these films recently with the kids wise beyond their years. And the only other movie we have is the idea that we see a lot of is the man-child that can't grow up.
Yep.
It's sort of odd.
It's Wes Anderson.
It's very odd. And then I watched a shit ton of those short films
Yeah.
from Sundance.
If you haven't seen it while Sundance is happening, I don't know if they'll keep them up after Sundance, but at least while it's going on, YouTube is offering 12 of the Sundance short films they're going to be playing at this year's festival. So we saw a bunch of those. I saw all of them, and you saw, what, 6 of them so far?
Yeah. I would just highlight Black Metal and Marcel, King of... Shit, what is that movie called?
King Turverin?
Yes. About roosters. It was amazing.
One amazing rooster in particular.
He is unstoppable. You cannot kill Marcel.
Oh man, I
can't kill him.
I just wanted him to succeed in life.
I know. I was audibly cheering for a rooster, a Belgian rooster.
I thought that the shorts lineup was, some of them were really good, like Marcel and Black Metal. Black Metal, we talked before the show, it has to be made into a feature-length film. Like,
yeah, and like we said, we're surprised it hasn't been already.
I really want to see that made into a feature-length. And I hope that it's one of those kind of concept short films where, you know, they make it in order to possibly finance a feature-length. I hope that that's what happens.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would like to see that.
Some of them were, I mean, they seemed really hit or miss. I liked maybe half of them.
Yeah, some of them were definitely hit or miss.
There was
some of them I can't believe are in Sundance.
The one that I really was wondering is called When the Zombies Come. I was like, what is? I mean, like, I don't understand how this is even how it made it in. It's like a bunch of kids recording what they would do if a zombie outbreak took place.
Yeah, I thought the same thing with the Broken Knight.
Yeah, but at least that was
amateurish though. So horrible.
Well, the actress in that, I've seen her in a lot of other stuff, but at any rate, I didn't like that one either. The end, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just not pleased with that. With that one.
Oh.
I mean, I thought some of the other ones were decent though.
But yeah, check those out.
Yes, check them out. We have a link on the. They don't allow embedding of the actual movies, so I put a link on the site. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Let's see. I started off with my Grindhouse Weekly feature. Saw a movie called Roadgames. This is an Australian film from 1981. Stars Stacey Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis. Basically, it's a Rear Window clone. I mean, we've seen a lot of these, but this is interesting because it takes place on the road. So it's like Stacey Keach plays this truck driver, and he's kind of just observing the fellow travelers that drive by. And he kind of plays games where he makes up identities for them and stuff like that. And he ends up picking up Jamie Lee Curtis, who's hitchhiking, and they basically uncover what they think is a serial killer. And it's it's exactly, they don't hide it. It is a Rear Window remake, basically. But I was so surprised at how well made it was. Like, the camera work, there's these amazing tracking shots that they do throughout the film. And it was great. I was so surprised at this movie. And it's impossible to get. I got a VHS copy. Yes. I have it on DVD on Amazon, but it's like $130. So,
oh my God.
Please, whoever owns the rights to Roadgames, pick that up. Put it out there. Put it out on DVD or Blu Ray. Because
are you listening, Alamo Drafthouse?
Yeah, exactly.
Get on that. Get on it.
This is a perfect Drafthouse film. So I highly recommend that if you can somehow track down a
I'll get
copy.
a hold of it.
I also saw a movie called Dead End Drive-In. I'm going to be writing about this one next week. This is another Australian film. I'm having this little Australian kick right now. But it's okay. I'm not going to really get into detail because I'm just going to write about it on the show. I saw William Friedkin's Sorcerer. Now, I saw this first, and then I saw the original, The Wages of Fear, afterwards. I did that on purpose, but Sorcerer is great. I don't know which one I like better at this point. I'm going to say The Wages of Fear, mainly for one scene in particular, but they were both just incredible films. I mean, they take the suspense to a whole other level in these movies. These are the most suspenseful movies I think I've ever seen. The plot of both of them is the exact same. It's based on the book, The Wages of Fear, and it's about a group of guys, 4 guys, that need to drive trucks full of nitroglycerin, highly volatile nitroglycerin, 200 miles on these insanely treacherous roads in South America. And they have to get to this oil well that's on fire, and they have to blow it up. And it's just about the various obstacles and things that get in their way on the way to this well, and it's great. I love both the original and the remake. I was surprised at how similar they were, because I don't know why, I just thought that William Friedkin would probably change a lot of stuff around.
But he keeps it pretty.
Yeah, the end is different. The characters are slightly different. Their backstories are different. And that was one of the reasons that I like the original more, is because the characters in the original were developed more, and they were more likable. Like, they were just decent people. In the freaking one, Sorcerer, they were just kind of criminals and assholes. And they were criminals in the original one too, but they were just more likable.
Yeah.
So, the original one's from, I think, 55, somewhere around there. And
53.
53, okay, yeah. It says 55 on Letterboxd, but it's on Criterion, so I would highly recommend... I would actually recommend both of them. The remake, Sorcerer, has Roy Schneider in it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check out the remake. I'm probably going to have to revisit The Wages of Fear as well.
I mean, just so suspenseful. I love the concept of the movie, too. It's so simple, but when you watch it, you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. And the crazy situations that they get in, it's clever, the ways that they get themselves out of these situations in both movies. Very clever. I loved both of them. What else did I see? Oh, I saw The Last Stand with Arnold.
Oh, yeah. What's...
The Verdict.
How was that?
It's not too good. I have the full review up on the site for that, so you can read my thoughts in detail on there. I felt that it was just average. I didn't hate it. It wasn't horrible or anything, but it was not what I would call a good movie. Not that anyone expected that.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping for more from the director. And there was some clever things that happened in it. There were some interesting scenes. There was a car chase scene that took place in a cornfield.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Like, to see a car chase in a cornfield where, neither of them knew where the other was, and they were kind of just driving and trying to find him in this field of corn. That was cool, and the way that they shot it was cool. Some of the action scenes were interesting. The violence in this movie is over the top. Heads exploding, people exploding. It is a bloody movie, and sometimes that's not a good thing. Like in Gangster Squad, it felt kind of out of place and weird. in this movie, you need it because that was one of the only things that kept me from falling asleep. I thought that the first act was extremely boring. I was just like, oh, let's get it going here. Come on.
Yeah.
Johnny Knox.
I mean, the main goal of this film is just to entertain,
Right. And
so get to it.
Exactly. Arnold was fine, but I had a conversation with Ryan about this last night. He was horrible in it, like his acting, and I don't.
But you don't care because it's Arnold.
Yeah, like I still like him. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, that's part of his thing, which is odd.
Yeah,
like for some reason he's endearing because every character he is still has the damn Austrian accent.
Right. Actually,
no matter what backstory they have.
He does actually. There is a line that he says in the movie because the villain is from Mexico, I think, and there's a line where he goes, "You give immigrants like us a bad name." So he does actually address it in this movie, but his acting is so poor, and I can't tell if maybe it's just it stands out more now because it's been so long since we've seen him in a starring role, or that he's been away from acting for so long that he kind of lost whatever he had.
I mean, his character's name is Ray Owens. You could have at least given him like a somewhat German name.
Yeah.
Ray Owens.
I don't know, maybe he changed it when he got in the country. Who knows? So, I think I gave it a 4 out of 10 on the site. It's just pretty much average, maybe a little bit below average. I would definitely not see it in the theater. I would wait for that to come out.
Gotcha.
On Netflix or something. And finally, I saw The We and the I. This is the new Michel Gondry film. I feel like a lot of people are hating on this movie just because of what it is. It's a relatively small film just about a group of high schoolers on their last day of school, and the entire movie is their bus ride home. It takes place in the Bronx, has an amazing old school hip hop soundtrack that I love, and they play music through like 85% of the movie. So there's a lot of music, a lot of songs, and I actually really enjoyed this movie. I don't know why people hate it so much. I think it's just because they find the characters to be douchey, and they are. I mean, they're teenagers. You know, that's how teenagers are. They're assholes. And
I love the blanket statement.
Well, I mean,
just dicks. They're just dicks. Okay, dicks and assholes.
I think for the most part, a lot of them are. But
yeah,
they're not all every person that's on this bus is not an asshole. But the movie focuses more on the ones that are because they're the ones that are more vocal. You know, the kids that are not assholes are quiet and keep to themselves and try not to get noticed.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons people are assholes, because they don't shut the hell up.
Yeah, and that's kind of how this is. Like, yeah, a lot of the characters are not likable, but they weren't likable in Kids either. And I think that this is kind of an updated version of Kids. It's more stylish. I think it's better made, looks better, and not everything worked. There were some like cutaways in this that didn't really gel with me. And there's definitely some Michel Gondry things in this.
The old camera tricks and whatnot.
Yeah, like he uses some of his like paper animation type things and that type of thing. So I would recommend checking it out. It's definitely more straight than Gondry's previous films. And I hope I didn't say Harmony Korine when I mentioned this earlier, because I did that once already. It's Michel Gondry.
I don't think you said Harmony Korine.
It's very similar. But anyway, I would say check it out. It's worth seeing.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
It's worth seeing.
But I'm a big fan of Gondry.
You might be disappointed then, because it's not. I don't know. I'll be very curious because at first, when I would first think about it, I would say Kevin is going to hate this movie because you don't typically like movies about like teenagers and.
Oh God, no.
And the acting is really shitty in it too. Forgot to mention that, but
awesome.
It gets a pass because these are all non-actors.
I was gonna say, isn't it essentially sort of the same thing he did with Be Kind Rewind, where he had like the entire, he got everyone in the neighborhood to help with the movie.
Yeah. At least I think 4 of the characters. Well, all the characters play themselves. Like all the characters that are on the bus, they have their own names and everything. And I think 4 of the characters are siblings. No, 5. 5 of the characters are actually siblings. So there's this familial thing that's happening too. So I really enjoyed it. I think that it was solid. Solid. All right. Instead of doing Amazon deals, I think what we're going to do from now on is talk about our Kickstart Sunday feature. Every week.
I do have one Amazon deal real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you stated Roadgames, so I had to check it up on Amazon here to see how much it is for a DVD copy of this movie. So you can get a new DVD, Roadgames, $518.84.
That's a deal.
So just... if you got some money burning a hole in your pocket or your savings account or whatever, and you really want to see some road games, there you go. That's all you need. $518.
And this is also not playing on Netflix. It's not playing on any of the on-demand services anywhere.
But if you have an all region, you can get the PAL Region 2 for like $18.
Yeah. So.
But screw that.
It's crazy.
Go big or go home. $519. That's all you need to see some road games.
Not sure if it's worth that, but so we do a feature every Sunday where we highlight a Kickstarter project. We help fund it ourselves with the few shekels that we can afford to give, and
pennies that we have.
We just try to promote some of these projects that we really believe in. So from now on, instead of doing our Amazon deals, because honestly, by the time we air this, the deals will have changed and it's pointless. We're going to talk about our Kickstarter project for the week. So this week we have Where the Red Fox Lies. Now this is a short film that's being directed by Jeff Ray. So we never really picked any short films for this, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh man, this is right up our alley. So basically, it's a short film about a girl who suffers from spontaneous combustion.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Right there.
Right there.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, there were 2 things that drew me in. That little blurb and the artwork.
Yes, the watercolor for this looks like it's probably ink or watercolor drawing. Yeah, that's the first thing I saw was the picture, and I was like, whoever did that picture needs to do an animated short as well.
Yes,
because it would be awesome.
So I'm very excited about this. The goal is $15,100. Currently, as of recording, they're at $5,129 with 22 days to go. So it is within reach. So all we ask is that you just go to our site. We'll have the article should be on the homepage for a few days before it gets bumped off, but we will have the Kickstarter widget on the side of our page all week, so you can go there, click on the links, donate, and help out this really interesting looking project. I was really into the cinematography of this. I thought it looked great.
I hope he gets his money.
Me too.
I hope he gets it because I want to see this finished.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
I'm very intrigued to see this. So head on over to the site. Where the Red Fox Lies is the name. Jeff Ray is the director. Do it.
Do it. And I want to see someone with some balls that'll pledge $5,000. That's That's what I want to see.
If you pledge,
I want to see someone do that.
also if you pledge, make sure you send us an email with your name and your location so we can give you a shout out on next week's episode.
Yeah.
All right,
Do it.
let's. You want to talk about some news? You want to talk about some Oscars? You want to do some news first?
I don't know if I have any news.
I have a couple quick things. One of those was the Sundance shorts, which we already mentioned. I also wanted to mention some trailers, most notably Spring Breakers trailer that has finally come out.
That trailer's batshit insane.
I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited for it.
It looks so ridiculous.
I'm so excited for this movie. We also have a trailer for Quentin Dupieu's Wrong Cops, which I'm equally excited about. I didn't realize that was Marilyn Manson. Did you realize that?
I knew that he was in the film, but I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I knew he was
in the trailer.
I knew he was in it, but I think he has like braces in it too. He looks so ridiculous. But yeah, I had no idea that was him.
Plus Taco's in it.
Taco.
I didn't know Taco was in it.
Yes, Taco is in it.
I hope his name's Taco in it too.
Yep.
That would put a smile on my face. He will be forever known as Taco, no matter what he does. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's okay.
But at least he's known.
Yeah. We also have the trailer for Mud, the new Jeff Nichols movie with Matthew McConaughey. I think this looks really good too.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Looked pretty good to me.
Pretty excited for that. And I don't think we mentioned it. The SVHS trailer came out.
Ooh, I didn't see that. I'll have to watch that one.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm pretty excited for it.
I just one more thing to add on Mud. Matthew McConaughey. That guy is rolling.
Oh yeah, he is.
My goodness. He's just like a complete 180, and he's just like a machine now.
He's cranking it out. He is.
Ever since Fool's Gold, man.
That was it.
I have a feeling that he kept seeing posters for that damn movie, and he just took stock of his life, and he was like, "Yeah, I gotta change.
I gotta
make some changes.
I gotta do something here.
I gotta turn this around."
Yeah.
And he did. So bravo,
Mr. McConaughey. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the Oscars. I was making my predictions and whatever, and this year, all my predictions are fairly random.
Did you find yourself, when I was doing this, like the first two, I was into my choices. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm predicting Oscars here. And then like the third or fourth one, I was like, who gives a fuck? And I just started like picking them.
Well, see, the thing about me predicting the Oscars is it's always kind of bittersweet because inevitably the people that I predict to win are never the ones that I want to win.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of like, that's going to win, but I don't want it to.
Yeah.
So it's like the kind of thing where you're predicting it, you want to be right.
The predictions are making you sad.
Yeah. It's like you want to be right if you're in like an Oscar pool or whatever, but at the same time, you want to be wrong.
You want to be completely wrong.
So let's, I guess, start at the bottom. We're not going to go, I don't think we need to go over all of these. Maybe just...
So we'll start with the animated short film?
Yeah.
Documentary short?
Yeah, let's not...
Makeup?
Let's not bother with any of those.
Makeup and hairdressing?
Let's start with foreign language film. We have...
Oh, jeez.
Amor, Kon-Tiki, No, A Royal Affair, and War Witch. Now, I haven't seen War Witch... Or, actually, you know what? I only saw more. Shit.
Yeah.
we got War Witch as part of our Spirit Awards screeners, so...
We didn't get to watch that one yet.
Yeah, definitely going to be watching that, but...
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a more. I mean, foreshadowing. It's nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, exactly.
None of the other ones are. So I have a feeling it's going to win. I'd be completely surprised if it didn't. It would blow my mind.
What would it...
Essentially, you guys are just stupid.
What would happen if It won for Best Picture, but did not win for Best Film.
I hope that happens.
Well,
honestly.
I think that the voters are different for those. Like, I don't think I think there's separate voting bodies for those.
I hope so. That would
So
just
it is
be
possible.
hilarious.
It is a possibility that that could happen, but
That would just really highlight and punctuate how much of a mess the Academy is.
I hope it happens in that regard. So we're both saying more on that, obviously.
Because it's the only one we saw. I don't think. Yeah, I haven't seen any. Amore's the only one I saw. I like the nominations for the Independent Spirit Awards better for the foreign language.
Yeah. Well, I like the nominations for almost everything in the Spirit Awards better.
Yeah, true. True.
Okay, let's move on to Best Animated Feature. We have Brave, Frankenweenie, Paranorman, The Pirates Band of Misfits, and Wreck-It Ralph. I saw all of these, and
Oh, I have so much to see. I've seen one.
I honestly think it's a toss-up between Frankenweenie and Paranorman. And I'm gonna say Frankenweenie.
I went out on a limb here and just said Brave. It's just a pick.
Go ahead and watch Brave and then revise that. I'll be pissed if that wins.
But, well, that's the other thing. The Academy never really picks the best
Yeah, that's true.
for the most part.
That's true.
You gotta try and think of what's up their alley.
So we have
What do they do? Where's the sentimental bullshit movies?
oh, they're coming. In fact, here we go. Best cinematography. We have Anna Karenina, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Skyfall. I'm predicting Life of Pi.
Same here.
I think
Same
that
here. It definitely shouldn't be at all, but it will be.
yeah.
I mean, those 5 movies aren't even close to the best cinematography of the year. Give me a break.
I don't know. Skyfall was pretty good.
Yeah, Skyfall was pretty good, but there's a ton of movies that were better.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's see. What else you want to cover here? I guess we want to get into the actors.
Well, why not? Let's dip in.
All right, supporting actress. We have Amy Adams for The Master, Sally Field for Lincoln, Anne Hathaway for Les Mis, Helen Hunt for The Sessions, and Jackie Weaver for Silver Linings. I'm saying Anne Hathaway.
Ooh, I'm guessing Sally Field.
Oh, I hope not. I could not.
I would honestly pick. I would think either Amy Adams or Anne Hathaway. And I have heard Helen Hunt's pretty good in this session.
She is good.
I just find it odd, Jackie Weaver. She has like 8-9 lines of dialogue.
I don't.
I mean, I love Jackie Weaver, but seriously,
Maybe there wasn't a lot to choose from this year. I don't know.
it's just ridiculous.
I think Anne Hathaway, but I don't know. I mean, Anne Hathaway didn't have a lot to do in Les Miserables either,
Yeah,
but it is supporting, so.
she was the highlight of that film, though.
Oh, by far.
Either that or Russell Crowe,
It's
because Russell Crowe fucking nailed it. The voice of an angel.
Yeah, I mean, I was like literally tears when Russell
I
Crowe.
know. Who knew the Gladiator had that angelic
Yeah.
voice?
My God. All right, best leading actress. We have Jessica Chastain for Zero Dark 30, Jennifer Lawrence for Silver Linings, and Emmanuel Riva for More, Quvenzhané Wallace in Beasts of the Southern Wild, and Naomi Watts for The Impossible. I'm going to say Emmanuel Riva.
Well, I gotta redo this completely because I'm thinking Jessica Chastain, but then you're telling me that they're coming out and saying they're not voting for Zero Dark 30. Now I don't know if that goes
Who knows?
along with the actress as well, because I think that's sort of shitty.
I don't know.
To hold back on her because of the content of the film.
I don't know. I mean,
I
well,
think
I
that's
was
bullshit.
kind of. It was a toss-up for me between those two, but I don't know. I might end up.
I'd have to definitely say out of those 5, Reba definitely deserves it. she actually gave a great performance where everyone else was just sort of meh.
Well, see,
I mean, Quivenjane was awesome, but
I think if
she's a 6-year-old and all she had to do was be cute.
Yeah, I think they just probably fed her lines, and like, I think that she'll have to be the youngest recipient, I would imagine.
That would be awesome if she won. Would lose it.
Yeah,
Lose shit.
I mean,
I have Jessica Chastain.
Okay,
That's what I have. Jennifer Lawrence. Serious? Are you fucking serious?
I thought she was fine, but I don't know if it was Oscar worthy.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Marion Cotillard acted circles around her.
Oh yeah,
Rustin
Are you
Bone.
kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, we have supporting actor Alan Arkin for Argo, De Niro for Silver Linings, Philip Seymour Hoffman for The Master, Tommy Lee Jones in Lincoln, Christoph Waltz in Django.
Again, I love Alan Arkin, but Alan Arkin plays fucking Alan Arkin.
Yes, sir.
Why? Oh my god.
So what are you thinking on supporting here, actor?
I went with De Niro. I'm thinking De Niro, Tommy Lee.
I actually went with Christoph Waltz, and I think I'm going to revise that because I just remembered I'm pretty sure that he won for Inglourious Bastards.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that they're not going to do it again. So I think that I'm actually going to amend mine, and I haven't decided who I'm going to go with yet.
I would have to say that I would be happy with anyone besides Alan Arkin. And again, I love Alan Arkin, but he just played himself.
I agree.
It wasn't like this huge stretch where I was like, holy shit, Alan Arkin, yeah.
And Tommy Lee Jones was fantastic in Lincoln. Not a fan of the movie, but the performances were off the charts. So,
plus, I just really loved that De Niro was in a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, everybody wanted him to be in a good movie for so long. It's good to have him back.
Finally did it.
Although
he nailed it.
Although we did post our review for Silver Linings, and I think Todd gave it a 4.
Well, it is a bullshit movie.
4? I don't know.
4. Well, one of the things that really pisses me off about this movie, and I think is slightly dangerous, is how so many people are saying that it's such an important film about mental illness. And to me, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's a complete bullshit mental illness film.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's over. We're done. I'm tired of talking about Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah. You're going to talk about it.
I liked it. I certainly wouldn't give it a 4. In fact, when he originally submitted the review to me, it was a 3. And I was like, wow, okay. I didn't ask him to...
Come on, Todd. You gave it less than Baytown Outlaws?
I didn't...
Are you kidding me?
He revised it himself. I didn't ask him anything, so he resubmitted it.
I hope that it was based on that he saw what he gave Baytown Outlaws.
Baytown Outlaws. God almighty. All right. Leading actor, we have Joaquin... sorry, I was starting with my pick. Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings, Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln, Hugh Jackman for Les Miserables, Joaquin Phoenix for The Master, Denzel Washington for Flight. I'm saying Joaquin.
Going Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Daniel Day-Lewis.
You know, I think that
they fucking love him.
It's a toss-up between those two, but I thought that Joaquin's performance was much more transformative. Just how his posture changed, like just everything about him changed for that movie, and I would say he's the most deserving out of those 5. I mean, Daniel Day was great in it, but I don't know. Just give it to Joaquin. Just do it.
Do it. Even though he ripped you guys to shreds.
Yes, he did. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot about that. I have to amend that.
You got to change that.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't want that carrot.
Yep, I have to amend that because he's not going to win that.
I would be happy with everyone except Hugh Jackman. Just throw that out there. Or Bradley Cooper. That would be again.
Well, I haven't
he
seen
was good,
Flight,
but-
so I don't know.
I don't know. They said I've heard he's pretty good in Flight. I want to see that now.
I don't.
Sounds like it's going to be ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
The way it deals with the alcoholism.
I don't really want to see it. Okay. You want to get on to the... Okay, we'll do documentary, because I saw a bunch of these. We have 5 broken...
I saw none.
What? You saw 0?
I've seen 0. I have to get on top of that.
5 broken cameras, The Gatekeepers, How to Survive a Plague, The Invisible War, and Searching for Sugar Man. I'm saying The Invisible War because that's most likely the one that's going to win. However, I don't want that to win. I'm going to watch How to Survive a Plague this week. I loved Searching for Sugar Man.
That's I have that How to Survive a Plague will win. That's what I'm going with.
I would say it's probably down to those 2.
But I would have to say, from what I've heard about all these films, I'd be happy with any one of them.
I would be happy with any of them but The Invisible War, I think. You know what? No, I take that back. That sounds so insensitive. Well, the thing about the Invisible War is that it's an important film, and it made change happen. And I think in that regard, it's amazing. You know, it's a 10 out of 10. But as far as like the creation, you know, like from just
from a film aspect.
Yeah, from a film aspect,
execution.
It was kind of generic. Like there wasn't anything,
Gotcha.
and we're not talking The Imposter here. And I think that The Imposter should be on this list.
Yeah, it definitely should. You kidding me?
I love The Imposter.
The Imposter could replace some of the movies in Best Picture.
I would also agree with that. So, all right, you want to go into directing?
Yeah, let's do some directing here.
So we have Amore,
Get to it.
Amore, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Silver Linings Playbook. That's Michael Haneke, Ben Zeitlin, Ang Lee, Steven Spielberg, and David O. Russell. I love how on the actual Oscar checklist they don't list the director; they just list the movies.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a bit
come on.
ridiculous.
If I was one of these guys, I'd be like, "Are you kidding me? You can't put my name there."
Because they have names for everything else.
Yeah.
But not them. Oh, I love it.
So I'm saying this might also get amended at some point, but for now I'm saying Lincoln. I'm saying Spielberg.
For right now, I'm saying Ang Lee.
I don't know. I want Ben Zeitlin to win.
Yeah, they're not.
Just because out of all of these other directors, I think that I just liked his movie the most out of all of them. And he is a first-time director, so I would hesitate in giving a first-time director an Oscar right off the bat. You know, I feel like you should maybe get one other movie under your belt or something, but
If it's good, it's good.
that's true. I mean, I would probably want him to win, but
Just as long as Silver Linings Playbook doesn't win. That's all I want. That's all I
I
ask.
can't imagine that would win. And
Do not win. It shouldn't even be fucking nominated.
I think that kind of makes a good segue for the Best Picture nominees, because I was looking at these and I'm like, which one of these is going to win? Like, I mean, they were all decent, but I just have a hard time, you know, seeing the Academy voting for any one of these by a majority.
Yeah.
So we have Amore, Argo, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Django Unchained, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30. Now, my original guess was Zero Dark 30. That was my original pick, but then they're coming out with all this stuff saying that members of the Academy are saying that they're not voting for Zero Dark 30 because of the content and all this stuff. So now I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. So I ended up going with Amore. I mean, not Amore. I'm sorry. Argo.
Well, and I think that really punctuates how bullshit the Academy is. The fact that you're coming out and saying that we're not going to vote for this because of content. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
ridiculous.
funny because, you know, we're we're complaining about it because they came out on record and said it, but you know that they've been doing it for years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And they would,
Django Unchained, come on.
Well, that's, yeah.
They would never
Yeah.
vote for that movie.
No.
I think I would literally shit my pants if Django Unchained won.
I went with Lincoln. Against, I don't know. I feel as though that's right up their alley.
It
But I
is.
could definitely see Argo.
It is. Well, I was kind of toying between both.
But I'm just sort of going on, he's not nominated for director. He won the Golden Globe, and usually if you win the Golden Globe, you don't win the Oscar. I think it's only happened like three times in like the last, since 2000.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, I'm going Lincoln.
Lincoln? Okay.
Going Lincoln.
We're gonna-
Still haven't watched it. I keep trying so hard to do it.
Well, you have some time.
And always at the last second, I just decide to watch something else.
The Oscars are airing live on Sunday, February 24th at 7 o'clock Eastern on ABC. And I believe we're going to be live blogging that. So,
Live blog?
yes, so tune into the site during... And we might have the ability for some of our viewers to chat with us as well.
We should do a live podcast.
We could do that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our predictions. We predicted Mama. You said 68, I said 57, actual 64.
Wow.
Yeah. Broken City. You said 48, I said 50, actual 25.
Ooh.
Yeah. Broken City, more like Broken Movie.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
You didn't see it, but I high-fived you.
Nice. And then finally we have The Last Stand. You said 30, I said 36, actual 57.
Son of a bitch.
So, well, you got 2 there, and I got 1. We're actually tied right now. Our scores are even, 61 to 61.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I gotta turn around.
Turn that around, Kevin. Next week, this is your chance right here. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. What are you thinking?
40.
40, huh? Okay, I'm gonna say. Oof. See, this is tough because it could really go either way. It could be a nightmare train wreck, like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, or it could be just like bloody fun.
Yeah.
So ooh.
And also sort of depends on how critics are going to take it.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say 42. I'm going to pick the upside. And we have Parker. This is the new Jason Statham.
These movies should just be called Statham. They shouldn't even come up with titles for them. It should just be Statham 1, Statham 2, Statham 3. Because I think this is, like Statham 17? They're all the fucking same.
Yeah, it's all the same. So I'm going to say, I'll say 42 on that one as well.
I'm going to go 37.
37?
That's a Statham 37.
Statham 37. And then finally we have movie 43. This is the comedy anthology thing that I'm pretty sure has the largest cast I've ever seen.
I can't believe they got people to do this.
Hey, maybe it'll be hilarious. Who knows?
I don't think so.
I don't think it will be. What are you thinking on this one?
12.
Yes.
This is going to be atrocious.
I think you're right. I'm going to say 18.
I mean, when was the last time the Farrelly brothers did anything good?
I was trying to think. I couldn't think of anything.
Nah, it's been a long time.
No, Dumb and Dumber.
Didn't like him. Like, Brett Ratner did one of these segments. That's an indicator right there.
Ugh.
That is an indicator. It's called Movie 43.
Why? That's what I want to know. What's that all about? Do you know?
I have no fucking clue. There's so many damn people in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible, terrible decisions all around for everybody.
All right. Let's go over our DVD and Blu Ray releases. This is for Tuesday, January 22nd. Pretty big week here. We got End of Watch, the Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena found footage thing. I actually like this. I want to rewatch this.
I have to check this out. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's nominated for a couple of things, so I got to jump on this.
It is nominated for some Spirit Awards.
Michael Pena is nominated.
Yeah, I think
check it out.
It's good. It's worth seeing. For a Good Time Call, I think actually for the Spirit Awards, I think it was End of Watch was nominated for cinematography too. So we have For a Good Time Call. This is a comedy. I can't remember who's in it. I think is Justin Long in it, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
And I know Seth Rogen plays a really small role in it. And Kevin Smith plays a really small role. This was actually really good. I thought it was quite funny. So I would probably rent this bad boy. Then we have Keep the Lights On. This is nominated for quite a few Spirit Awards, including Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I like this.
That's surprising.
I liked it, but it was not anything. I didn't think it was anything special, honestly. I think it's like nominated for Best Actor, Best Picture,
Best Actor.
I just wasn't impressed by it, honestly. Like, it was a good story, but I felt like it was something that I've seen before. Then we have Nobody Walks. This is the movie starring you, John Krasinski.
That's right.
I had a vague interest in this, but
Maybe sometime. So much better things to be watching. So
then we have The Paperboy. This is what's his name? Lee Daniels? Is that
Lee Daniels?
This is the one with Zac Efron, our boy Matthew McConaughey, John Cusack, Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman that pisses on Zac Efron.
Yeah,
pisses on.
I want to see that. I want to see that happen. I just want to see Zac Efron get pissed on.
That should be the tagline for the movie.
Watch Zac Efron get pissed on. Oh man, that'd be great. I mean, what do you think about this? I had an
interest at one time, and then just hearing what I heard, just slowly lost interest.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was for me too. I might check it out this week. I don't know. I have a lot of movies to watch, so.
Yeah, like I said with some of the other stuff, there's so much better stuff to be watching.
Yeah. And then we have Searching for Sugar Man. I saw this. It's a great documentary. As you know, it's nominated for the Oscar for Best Documentary. One thing that I'll say, and I said this before when I talked about it, when I saw it, don't look anything up on this. Keep yourself in the dark, because you'll benefit from it greatly, because I had no idea, other than it was about a singer. That's all I knew. And
that's all I know so far.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going to be checking that out.
Do not look anything up. And then finally, the only other one I want to mention, I know there's some criterions, but Ticks.
Oh.
We finally have a DVD and Blu-ray release of Ticks, the classic.
Oh, thank God.
I remember seeing this when I was a kid I think it was on like Sci-Fi or something. And it was awesome.
Talking about the 93 epic?
Oh, yes.
Seth Green?
Seth Green's in that?
You're damn right Seth Green's in it.
Oh, speaking of which, great interview with him on WTF last week.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Clint Howard as well?
Yeah, I know Clint Howard's in it. But
this is awesome.
Yep.
I like this.
So what do we have on the criterion front?
Hopefully at some point in time, Ticks will come out on Criterion, because it deserves it. One that is not a Criterion that I just want to mention real quick is Takeshi Miike's remake of Harikiri, the Kobayashi samurai classic from '62, which is on Criterion, but Miike does a remake that's coming out. I'm going to check that out because his 13 Assassins remake was insanely awesome.
I heard that this one is not. It's not
Not as
nearly.
good?
Well, it's not as. I heard that it was not as good, but also it's not. There's not a lot.
It's not as action-packed.
Right. Yeah.
It's a completely different film, but I still want to check it out because I thought he did a great job with the 13 Assassins. Just the whole look of the film was perfect.
It's awesome.
So I'm interested in seeing his remake of this. The Criterions we got coming out. My goodness. One of our favorites, Pina, from Wim Wenders.
I saw that, unfortunately. Give me a break.
So yeah, that's out there. Ivan's Childhood, the Tarkovsky, 62. I want to definitely check this out. This is out on Blu Ray now. Great, pretty much a Russian classic. So I'm checking that one out. And that's it from Criterion.
Okay.
But I would definitely suggest Ivan's Childhood. Even though I haven't seen it, it's Tarkovsky, and he's awesome. And it's on Criterion, so it's awesome.
There we go.
Pina, you can probably pass on
No, you can pass on Pina. Pass on Pina, please.
Pass it. Pass it.
Ugh.
Watch Ticks instead.
Watch Ticks instead. You'll get much more enjoyment out of watching Ticks than Pina. Trust me on that.
Whoa, there's one more we forgot about. Zombie Ass.
Ooh, Zombie Ass.
Zombie Ass.
Uh-oh.
Apparently that's coming out. That's got to go in the vault for
Ryan.
Mr. Ryan. I wonder if it's Toilet of the Dead Zombie Ass.
Well, there's also, I think, Dead Sushi comes out.
Is that a Zombie Ass?
I think it's about zombie sushi.
Zombie Sushi. Okay.
So, yeah.
I have no idea what's... This is terrible.
All right.
Yeah. God.
For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. We want to hear your feedback. Send us an email at feedback@filmpulse.net or give us a call on our voicemail line at 850-391-6071. Also, please take a minute to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
And I'm John Krzit. I'm sorry, Kevin.
And we will see you on Wednesday for Ryan Watches a Movie when we have him watch Hansel and Gretel.
Fucking loved that movie.
Half.
That's what I heard. Word on the street.